Well, hi, hello, my dear students. Welcome to my video lecture class. Right up to now, I uploaded video lectures on the topic Newton's laws of motion. In this Newton's laws of motion, I explained Newton's first law, Newton's second law, Newton's third law, and their applications, change in linear momentum and its applications, impulse and its applications, and one more thing, we discussed the law of conservation of linear momentum and its applications. Please go through that. And free body diagram concept I explained. So now today I am going to explain very important topic for the NEET and JEE examinations. Please watch the lecture till the end and observe the lecture carefully and note the points so without any mistake. So please watch the lecture. So this is very important topic. Apparent weight of a person, standing on spring balance, or in a lift standing on spring balance or in a lift. This is very important. Apparent weight of person standing on a spring balance or in a lift. Okay. Case 1. If a person stands on spring balance or inside the lift, person stands on spring balance or inside the lift while lift is at rest. Okay, this is very important, most important topic. So lift is at rest. Observe carefully. So I draw a small diagram. Here. So simple concept. Let's explain. So here is the person. Right, observe carefully. Here is a person, right? Lift is at rest. If lift is at rest or moving with constant velocity. Lift is at rest or moving with constant velocity. Okay. So here lift is at rest. So here two forces acting. One is reaction force or normal force. Sometimes it is called tension force. So this is very important. So here R means reaction force. Sometimes this is called normal force. So this is called tension force. So this is also called apparent weight. W apparent. Weight. This is also called as operant weight. So this is lift is at rest. Then person has a weight, some weight is having, so that weight is will consider as mg. Okay. So then what we got from this, R is equal to mg. R is equal, R or W operant is equal to mg. Here true weight is equal to m into g. Operant weight is equal to, operant weight is also m into g. So that means true weight is equal to operant weight if lift is at rest. So this is very important. So there is no change in weight. If lift is at rest, true weight is equal to operant weight. Lift is at rest, true weight is equal to operant weight. True weight is equal to operant weight if lift is at rest. Right? Next. Next application number 2. Case 2. Case 2. If lift is moving upwards with acceleration A, or retarding downwards with acceleration A. So in this case, so this is a lift, person is standing here, so this is a weight mg, so this is a reaction force or operant weight W operant. So it is accelerated upwards with acceleration A. Lift is moving upwards. It is moving upwards with acceleration A. At this case, observe carefully. The total net force is equal to. How lift is moving upward? Please listen carefully, Mother. It's very easy. How the lift is moving upwards? When it is moving upwards, so if lift is moving upwards when R is greater than mg only possible. So upward force R greater than downward force mg, only possible. So that means F net is equal to, so here R is greater than mg. So that means F net is equal to R minus mg, because R is greater now. F net is equal to mass into acceleration, R minus mg, according to Newton's second law. F net is equal to mass into acceleration. So that means here R is equal to ma plus mg. So that means m is common here, a plus g. So R operant weight, W operant. So W operant is equal to R into m into a plus g. From this, W operant means operant weight. Operant weight is equal to, so here a common g. So what we got? M into g So here we got a by g plus 1. 1 into a by g plus 1. So from this, operant weight is equal to, this is a true weight. True weight. Okay. So operant weight is equal to true weight by a by g plus 1. Okay. So from this clearly we got W operant is greater than W true weight. W operant is greater than W true weight. That means if lift is moving upwards or retarding downwards, at that time operant weight is greater than true weight. That means, for example, if a person weight initially 50 kgs, if lift is moving upwards, then what is his weight? I'll explain with this one example. Definitely you got, will get it, will understood. Example 1. If a person stands inside lift of mass of small mistake here. Person of weight 50 kgs, 50 newtons, or of mass 50 kgs, stands inside lift initially lift is at rest. Now lift is moving with acceleration 5 meter per second square upwards. Then find operant weight of person. So how to solve this question? Initially the person mass given. Person mass M is equal to 50 kgs. So true weight W true M into G, 50 into 10. Here G is equal to 10 meter per second square. Take G 10 meter per second square. So 10 meter per second square. So we got 500 newtons. So this is operant weight. Acceleration is given now. Acceleration. Lift moves upward with acceleration. A is equal to F dot acceleration 5 meter per second square. So this is a person. This is a lift. Here is a person. So here it is moving upward with acceleration. This is a R or W operant. This is a weight mg. So this is the case. Okay. So weight mg, capital M into G, weight mg. So then operant weight. Operant weight W operant is equal to, already we know few minutes back formula, m into G plus A, m into G plus A. So that means m is what here, mass 50 into G means 10, acceleration is 5, that means 50 into 15. So what we got, 750 newtons. So from this what we got, W operant weight, W operant is must greater than true weight. W operant is must greater than true weight. So from this, because 750 newtons we got, after this 750 newtons is greater than, is it or not? So 750 newtons is greater than 500 newtons or not? So that means if lift moves upwards, so lift moves upward, we feel more weight. We feel more weight. Lift moves upward, we feel more weight. So this is an example problem. So for this case 2, again I'll explain second, third case and fourth case and fifth cases in further lectures. So this is about today's lecture. So I hope you all understood this lecture. Thank you so much.